With Rogue Nation fast approaching, Sony can't have people forgetting about the original Gentleman Spy, and have released a new trailer for the latest installment of Bond. In it, we get more of a feel for the story, but like any trailer, there are subtle references and cheeky clues hidden there if you look hard enough, and I'm going to find 11 Easter eggs and James Bond references that are hidden in this latest trailer. Spoiler warning here though, as what I'm discussing may or may not come into play in past and present Bond movies, and spoil large parts of the Spectre plot. Instead, click here to something pretty cool and interesting, I'm sure. Okay, let's begin, shall we? To start with, we see what appears to be Mexico City. Bond is attempting to take out a target when instead an entire building blows up in his face. In a crowd of people appears a man wearing a skull mask and a top hat, much like Baron Samedi from Live and Let Die. Although this is probably not the same character, as it's more likely Andrew Scott, who we see smiling here with his Moriarty grin, though he has brown eyes and not blue. So perhaps this is Bond taking his much needed holiday as a cosplayer of Skeletor and Slash's love child. This isn't much of a surprise, I'm sorry, but this Spectre ring, which has appeared in both trailers, seems to be a less garish version that the original Blofeld wore in his cat-stroking days. Although this is unlikely his, or whoever Christoph Waltz's character is supposed to be, it is more possibly of a Spectre henchman that Bond acquires after a quick game of slap and tickle, at this funeral we see here. On the subject of Christoph Waltz not playing Blofeld, we see Christoph Waltz again here, lecturing Bond after Andrew Scott character, who has probably been revealed as the bad guy, hits him to the ground. Despite the fact that Christoph Waltz isn't Blofeld, we see him sporting a blue version of the Blofeld suit, clearly revealing that he is indeed Blofeld. Quick side note, this suit has been sported by a variety of Bond villains, including Dr. No and real-life villain King Jong-un. At the point where Bond speaks to Mr. White, we see below him a chessboard halfway through a game, similar to that of the scene in From Russia with Love, which showed Spectre's chief planning officer having a game of chess. Not only this, it's clear to see that the pieces of the board match up exactly to the pieces beneath Mr. White, indicating his current or prior involvement to Spectre post-Quantum of Solace. Thunderball, another Spectre-focused film, I'm starting to see the pattern here, opens up to a funeral where Bond discovers that Spectre agent isn't dead and is disguised as his own widow. There is a feel of that in these shots here, as we see Bond waiting in the shadows of a funeral, possibly to a relative that he and Blofeld share, as Christoph Waltz is at this funeral as well. After 30 years of retirement, Bond finally dons his white tux from A View to a Kill that we saw back in 1985. It has only appeared 5 times in Bond's history. He appears to be wearing it on the train before Dave Bautista rampages towards him for what I'm assuming is going to be a barista bomb.
Wow! Oh man, powerbomb time! Oh, gut wrench into a powerbomb! Sit out powerbomb! Oh man, Batista is here! Batista making an impactful statement here tonight. He's had enough of Devon and the way the Reverend's treated him, and look at the sick look in his eye.
Tongue-in-cheek references are made to the more campier Bonds, like these similar camera shots, where Bond uses a magnet to unzip a zip that's almost an inch away, making it somehow way creepier. This trailer even uses an iconic theme from On Her Majesty's Secret Service halfway through it. As it swells, we see shots of an impressive car versus plane chase during a downhill alpine sequence, clearly paying tribute to the original Opa that we all know and love. Although the DB5 was obliterated in Skyfall, much to the dismay of car fans, the new look at Q Branch gives us a glimpse and a wink towards this classic car, as its bonnet can be seen behind Q's left shoulder here. Though this car will probably not play as big a role as it did in Skyfall, it seems that this isn't just a relic, as someone is indeed working on it. License to Kill and Die Another Day are also offhandedly referenced here by hinting at Bond going Rogue Nation like he did when his License to Kill was revoked in License to Kill, and when Q made Bond quite literally disappear in this Aston Vanquish, which is a shit reference, and I'm sorry I drew comparisons there. Let's hope we can all forget Die Another Day one day. Despite what Sam Mendes, Christoph Waltz, Daniel Craig, Sony, and the other cast members may say, it's quite easy for me to point out parallels between scenes in this trailer and previous Spectre film appearances. In Christoph Waltz's first appearance in the trailer, we see him drenched in shadow, much like Blofeld in his first ever appearance. But remember, not Blofeld. Lastly, the bullet hole in the title card appears to feature the Spectre logo of an octopus. However, it's difficult to overlook the fact that it matches up with the single bullet hole left in the car after Bond's wife was killed at the end of On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Maybe you have the connection of family instead of loved ones here, or maybe this bullet hole is simply symbolic, but it's hard not to notice the parallels that run through them both. Anyway, that's just what I noticed through this newest Bond update. If you notice any more, please comment down below, as I would be interested to see more. If you like this, maybe you'll like my first video where I talk about why Batman vs Superman will fail. Thanks for watching and have a lovely weekend.